Do your big smiles. We are actually airing on, let's say, StreamYard has lost connection.
Oh, we find that
Don't
out.
tell me that.
Find that out.
It's showing live on my end.
Me too.
So I think we're live. I think we're good.
So we are live, and you probably hear some background noises going on, ladies. How are you this evening?
We are well.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, and yes. I'm going to make sure I tag a few people here. Turn my volume down. So, greetings, everyone. We want to thank you for joining us here on what, ladies? Level up.
AC.
Yes, yes. I have with me this evening some phenomenal young ladies that will be broadcasting in the Level Up Summit that will be taking place this month. We're doing a lot of things for women this month and men, of course. And I want to say in commemoration of my birthday, but it's not. It's not at all. They're just doing these things because they are impacting lives. They're leaving imprints. That's what we're here today to talk to you about. So let me tell you, my name is Dr. Betty Speaks. And I believe that strong people are not simply born, they resurrect by sharing imprints they generate throughout their life journey. Honestly, that's what I believe. I am your World Stability Ambassador, an international speaker, author, certified professional Christian coach, and the founder of the Resurrection Imprint Act. That's right. You're going to be hearing a lot about that from me from here on to the next generation, my next lifetime. But tonight we're here promoting the speakers that will be presenting at the Level Up Virtual Summit that takes place on April 16th through the 18th. That's right. And I am so thrilled to be here with you today and to present before you two phenomenal speakers that have the opportunity to speak at this event. I have Noreen here with me as well as Dawn. And you can see their names right before you. But these young ladies are doing phenomenal things in their communities, phenomenal things for the world. And I'm going to go ahead and anoint them as world changers as well. Because as I said to them earlier, women are doing amazing things this year. We're actually in the second quarter, and already women are fired up. This is what, day 6? Yes, it's the 6th day. And I am so excited that these ladies are leaving an imprint for others to follow, not just their generation, but for others, anyone that they come in contact to, people that they encounter. Remember that I said strong people are not simply born, they level up by sharing their imprints they've created throughout their life journey. Now, I can tell you that these ladies look like they are about, let me see, 21 and maybe 22 and a half.
Yes.
Yeah, somewhere
That's
in that
right.
area.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Correct. You
Yeah, yeah.
you are good.
Yes, but I'm not going to stay here long. I'm going to bring on our first. I'm going to, since Noreen is actually at the top, she's above me. I'm going to ask Noreen to tell us who she is, where she's from, and then just give us some information about you, Noreen.
Greetings, greetings, everybody. So thank you for having us. It's a pleasure to be here tonight. So I am Noreen N. Henry, and I love to use my middle initial because it differentiates me. So I'm originally I'm originally from London, England, and I came here at the age of 17, and I turned 18 the year that I arrived here. I've lived most of my life in the States. I'm only 21 though.
It's only been a couple.
Thank you, Noreen. Okay, Dawn, go ahead. See if you can top that.
I don't think I can, because if she's 21, then I'm the 22 and a half. I don't know what that's all about. Uh, my name is Dawn Leake, and I am a transformation life coach and international speaker and a best-selling author. And I empower people to embrace change at any age and do it scared. I'm also a visionary for anthologies, which is probably my most favorite thing to do. So I have one coming out soon, and yeah, that's me. That's me.
Wow, ladies. Well, let me go ahead and get some burning questions out of the way. First of all, I want to say give shout outs to my sister Karen. I will do anything for her. She messaged me last night and said, "Betty, can you do these for the rest of the week?" And I'm like, absolutely. Who says no to a BFF, right? Especially when they're about sisterhood, helping other sisters, elevating them, and taking them to the next level. Those of you that are, I like to say, actioncutionists, that word should be in Webster by now because I've used it so many times. You're not, if it's not, that means I have to use it a couple of more times. So you ladies are actioncutionists, and the fact that you are on the Level Up Summit speakers platforms means that you have a message, you have something to say, and you want the world to hear it because this is a worldwide event. And she has speakers that are international speakers that are on her platform. So we want to know more about, just a couple of questions, like I said, that I personally have for you. And the first one is, what motivated you to get started in your business, Dawn?
Well, actually, I was at Kern's Success Women's Conference a few years back,
Mm,
probably 2016, maybe 2017. And
wow.
I was listening to Cheryl Wood speak. She was the keynote speaker. And as she was speaking, really tears were just rolling down my face. I thought to myself, what am I doing? Because she was like, what are you doing? Why are you not walking in your purpose? And so it just hit me, like it just hit me. And tears were running down my face, and I thought to myself, why am I not walking in my purpose? Why do I never follow my own dreams? And so from that day forward, I met Cheryl that day, and I said, you know what, Cheryl, really in my heart of hearts, I've always wanted to be a speaker. I said, the next time you see me, it's going to be on a stage. And I
Mm,
had
mm,
never met
mm.
before, ever. And so I didn't even know of her until that day.
It's
And
getting hot in here, folks.
yes, a year later, I spoke for my very first time in front of a very good sized audience, Cheryl Woods stage. So
Yes,
it was like a dream, it was like a dream come true. It all came to fruition, but it just, you just get something in your mind and follow your dream. And that's how I started out, was just like, why don't I follow my dreams? And then I made a plan and I followed that plan, and I've never looked back.
I love it, Dawn. And Cheryl is, I had the opportunity back in, I think it was 2016. I went on an event with Cheryl, her sister, her mom. It was like an old girls event. And she says some things to you that make you want to, like,
Yeah.
why? That's a great question.
Right.
Why don't I do something? And then you just move forward. You don't let anything get in your way. You actually stay focused. I like to say, follow on course until successful. You just continue to move, even though life happenings happens. You continue to move forward. So yes, Dawn, I applaud you for listening to her. And as you said, you was crying, I could just feel the water pouring off of me because that's what we do. We go into that bottomless pit, and then we climb out of it. Cheryl threw a rope to you, and you just started pulling yourself out, and now look where you are.
Right.
Amen.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you so much. And the key to it is following through with it, not just
Mm-hmm.
wanting to do it,
You have
but
to do something.
going through it and doing it scared. Because I mean, I was terrified. I was
Mm.
terrified, and I'm still scared. Every time I do something new, I do it scared. You just have to. We see people on stages, we see people on platforms. Wow, I wish I could do what she's doing. But little do you know that she's just as terrified as you every
Right.
time
That's
she
right.
makes a move. And so that's my biggest takeaway for people. We're all terrified. I'm scared
Mm.
every single time. But you know
We're
what?
gonna touch on that. We're gonna touch on that terrified again. I have something to share with you. So I'm gonna have Noreen answer the same question for us.
So for me, my story is different. How I started, it was the leading of the Lord, because I've done
Mm.
it was the going through the trials and tribulations and gaining the tools, gaining the knowledge, and overcoming. And once I gained these tools, that's when the Lord led me to create victorious living culture. And so that's how it began with me. And it actually started when I was going through some crazy things, and then I got this email. I read this email. It was a New Year's Day, sitting on my couch. I read an email, and then from reading that email, then I started to take classes towards where I am now. So that's what it was for me. It's all the leading of the Lord, to because I was in a place where I was stuck. I was so broken, living in mediocrity, and so overcoming all of that, overcoming the layers of the brokenness, and having those tools. Now, as the word says, what the enemy means for harm, it gets turned around for the good. So I've turned around now, where I'm helping many
Yes.
to overcome in their circumstances, not just to overcome, but know that they can stay in joy, peace, and happiness as they're going through.
I love it. And you say overcome because one of the things I also speak about is overcoming battles by being strong and courageous. So you were that woman that was strong and courageous throughout the different challenges that you encountered, those so you can continue to leave your imprints in order for you to level up. I
Amen.
love it. Yes, 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 and yes. This is amazing. And I want to see, let me know, ladies, if you see any questions out there. And if you are tuning in with us today, just let us know where you're tuning in from. Give us your name, like and share. Let everyone know that we're speaking about the Level Up Virtual Summit that takes place April 16th through the 18th. It's going to be a phenomenal, phenomenal um, summit with amazing speakers, and I'm going to be there. Why not? This is my birthday month, as I said before. So that's like, this is my gift to these ladies tonight to let you all know who they are, what they're doing, and where they will be between those days, the 16th and the 18th of April. So listen, my next question to you. You kind of mentioned this in your answer in your first question, but I want to know like some of the setbacks what that you do now. Dawn, I know that you are like in the caretaking business, and and with caretaking, especially now, for the past like what 2 years, it's going on 2 years now, or over a year. What has it been like for you?
Well, I'm not in caretaking. I don't, I
Oh.
It's not me. It's not me. So I am in financial. So I will just let you know though, for my business for the past couple of years, because I have my own business, Finally Free LLC, as well as Dawn League Enterprise. And so the speaking and coaching and things like that. But
Mm,
my 9 to 5, which I call my silent investor, is it with a financial institution. Um,
yes.
So really for me during this pandemic, and some of the things that were setbacks for me even prior to the pandemic was I am of I am of the non-technology age, right? So my son can do everything with technology and his mama can't do any of it. So what was holding me back was my fear of technology. And so mean, it would really had me stuck. It had my business stuck for about a year of me trying to figure out how to do these things. And oh, I need a landing page, and I need a website, and I need a funnel, and I need all of these things. And of course, try as I may, it's never going to happen through me. It's just
Right.
not, no matter how. So I just kind of ignored it, because we ignore what we fear, right? And so I felt out of control of my own situation. So
Mhm.
I ignored it.
Excuse me.
Um,
Rosita.
and
Thank you.
so what I finally came to terms with is that, when the pandemic came along, it's like, gosh, if you are not, tech savvy somewhat, you were just going to not, your business wasn't going to exist because everything's gone virtual. And really, there were no choices in the situation. So even though I cannot do the technology, I can open up my pocketbook and I can pay someone to take care of those things for me.
That's right.
And so, as soon as I made that decision to invest in someone to do it, and I have learned a lot. I don't totally have to, pay someone to do everything, but the setup of it sure has to be someone else. But I just learned that, I had to spend some money to make some money, because my business was stagnant, because I just couldn't move any further, on my own. So that was
Yes.
things that really made a difference for me. With all the downtime that we've had for most of us during the pandemic, it's really given me time to slow down and think about things, and make a better plan than the running, because I was kind of running in a circle before, trying to get it all figured out and not getting anywhere. I was just in the same circle. So now that I've made the investment in the technology, and I've made a plan, I'm out of the circle, out of that circle.
Right.
I'm
Right.
running straight now. So that really made a difference for me.
I love it. And honestly, Dawn, the best investment is when you invest in yourself, because you can
Mm.
see your growth and you see where the money is going. You see your business take off. And most of us, that's what we have to do. So what about you, Noreen? She talked about, the technical stuff.
For me, it was more so going through coaches until I found the coach that has helped me to get my systems in place properly. Because I had, like, the first coach I had took me to one point, and I've had like different coaches in between, but it wasn't until I found one of the coaches I have now, that really got me set up properly to have my things properly in place, because that's what I wanted, and I wasn't getting it properly, and paying all this money and so that's what helped me the most, is finding the coach after going through others, and helping me to get things set up properly. I would say that's the biggest thing, because I can do some of the technology stuff myself,
Hmm.
but the biggest thing for me was having the right coach to help me to get things in place properly.
Mm.
So now I want to make sure, because I read like several bios last evening as I received them, and I know now one of you has something to do with caretaking.
Me.
Unless I read, she said it wasn't me either. I will find that caretaker. I promise you all.
It's her.
Well, we are taking
Yes, it was
caretakers.
her. She must have sent me hers too. She said, "I'll take it. I'll take it." So what is your profession, Noreen?
I'm an administrative assistant. I work at an accounting firm.
It's finance and finance. I'm done with you too.
We're caretakers of people's money.
I
and
love it.
helping people transform their lives. We're caretakers in that way.
Especially now. So let me ask you, what made you want to do s- speaking at the Level Up Summit? What motivated you to say yes? I want to get on that platform. Go ahead, Noreen.
Well, I was listening to an interview, a radio interview that and was on. So listening to her on that interview, that's what motivated me. So because that's the first time I heard of her, and
Hmm.
so immediately from that, I went onto the website. I went onto the website and registered because I liked how she sounded. I liked how what she's all about and what she does. And so I didn't know that much about her. It was just seeing her on that radio interview one evening, I think it was. And I was like, oh,
Yes,
I like how she sounds. Right. So, and that was it. That one time, that one moment. And I just
yes,
went right away to the website.
she is
I'm happy I
actually.
did.
Yes, yes, that makes sense. She's actually phenomenal, and I have to say that just being on a part of her platform and being one of the ones to say yes, of course, because there's so many women, there's so many individuals that are out there that that has a story, that want someone to say, how do I get started? They have their hands up, is what I usually say to people. They want to be empowered with hope, and hope is help other people excel. They want to be empowered with hope, help other people every day. They want to be powered with hope, help other
That's
people
one of my
enjoy
sayings.
life. It's
One of
yes,
my
so we
sayings.
have to continue to do that. So is there like, so you both are like in the money field and both are on the platform. What is like the what's the topic of your message, Dawn?
Well, my topic is forget what they told you, crushing instilled beliefs and fears. So, it's all on a personal basis. So that's what I'm speaking on.
Mm.
Kern and I go back quite a few years, and I'm actually on the Level Up team, as well as the Power Up team. So we're here together on the Mississippi Gulf Coast. So there's not too many projects that either of us do that the other one isn't part of. So
Unbelievable.
she's in my anthology, I'm in her anthology. We just roll with it. We bounce things off each
That's
other.
awesome.
So yeah, we really have a great friendship. So absolutely, I'm honored she has invited me to do some of the panel discussions during the summit as well. So that's going to be amazing. um
Yes.
but yeah, definitely, just crushing those instilled beliefs. So we
Hmm.
all have those, whether we realize it or not. you know
Okay. Whoa, 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 whoa. We don't want to get too much. We want them to come to the summit.
yeah, that's it, that's all I'm
Yeah,
saying.
we want them to don't spoil the beans
No,
here.
that's they're
What about you, Noreen? Talk to me.
So my one is from brokenness to victorious living. So it talks about
Mm.
some of the things I won't say,
That's right. Don't tell us.
but from
Put me
brokenness
in
to
suspense.
victorious living.
Wow, wow. And you are out of New York, right, Noreen?
Yeah, I live in New York City. Yep.
Okay, great. Want to make sure I get something right since I failed. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Yes, yes, yes. So let me so I want to see if there are any questions. I'm looking to see if we have any questions out here. I see Eric Holmes is here. We want to thank Eric Holmes for chiming in. I can see some guests chiming in, but um, remember that if when you like and share, you have to give your friends permission to come on board. So I'm again, we're here tonight discussing the Level Up Summit that takes place April 16th through the 18th. And this is the Level Up Virtual Summit was no other than Karen herself. You see her all over social media. I mean, from the rise of the morning till midnight. If I turn on, my Facebook is chiming. I'm like, that's nobody but Karen. That's her. She's somewhere doing something. The girl is on fire with
Amazing.
getting people to do things, getting them to their next level, and has a heart to do so. She has the heart, the passion, and that's why it is so important that you invite your friends, your family, and sometimes, yeah, throw in the word frenemies. Invite them to this event because I promise you they will have a takeaway. There are too many speakers for them not to. So definitely tune in. I have two amazing young ladies with me, Dawn and Noreen, tonight. I Let me ask you another question here. Um, yes, I'm trying to see if it looks like. Do you ladies see any questions out there? Because
No,
I can't.
they were saying hello.
Oh, that is so sweet. So one of the things, so we know that Kern is and Dawn are the BFFs. She just admitted that, and I think so. They're in books and things together. So Dawn is going to be a spitfire when she gets on the platform at the event. Noreen is from New York. Yes, New York, and she's only 21 years old, I believe, or something
Yes,
like that.
you got that right.
But she's actually from London, New England, and I
England.
love it. Yes, but um, what or who was your greatest inspiration to be who you are today? And Dawn, we already know you mentioned Cheryl Woods, but is there anyone else?
In particular, both of my sisters um really encourage me always
Mm,
to do
yes.
whatever. I'm the baby, so they definitely encourage me to always do whatever I want to do. So I would say definitely my two sisters.
I love it. I love it. Noreen, you don't have to say me. You could pick someone other than me, okay?
First, okay, first is you. Okay. No,
Okay.
I always say my mother
Mm-hmm.
because she was courageous. She was actually from the island of Jamaica. She went to England, and that's where I was born. And for what she did and the things that she's overcome in life, she is my that's who I always say is my the biggest person that I learn from and look up to and admire for what she's come from to what she got to.
Yes, what she's come from and what she's gone through. Amazing. That's beautiful. Now, is she still in New England?
Now, she passed away a couple of years ago, so I
Yes,
actually dedicated one of my books to her because she
I
left
love that.
her legacy, live up to
Mm-hmm.
her legacy.
Isn't it something how we just hold on to the fun memories of the women in our life? I do with my grandmother, and it's not like a day that goes by when I don't recall her singing like a spiritual song to me. And it's like, wow, it touches my soul, it inspires me, and it makes me want to continue to live righteously. So I understand. I can understand how you would say it was it's my sisters, or it's my mom. Neither one of you said that my brother, or so it's like how women, again, how we support one another. How we lift each other up, how we inspire one another. And when I say inspire, it's like we give each other the inspiration to soar, seize opportunities, and
Mhm.
rise above whatever situations we are going through. Cheryl Wood was talking to you, Dawn, and you thought you were the only one in the room, I'm sure, because you said I
Right,
was in
right.
tears. I was crying like a baby,
Yeah.
but she was talking to me. So she poured into you. It's time, Dawn. It's time for you to soar, seize opportunity, and rise against whatever situation you are currently in. That's why we can't wait to see you at the summit on April between April 16th and the 18th. And then I have one last question, like this question, well, maybe two. What are your thoughts on leaving an imprint in your community, in the world, or just leaving an imprint as in general?
Biggie. The biggie.
Yeah.
I've written journals to do with legacy. I have a couple of journals to do with legacy
Mm-hmm.
because one of the things for me is I never met my grandparents. I just met one grandfather and I didn't meet any of them. So I don't know much about my grandparents. So if we had these tools, if they had these tools, we could have had their history and I could have known more about them. So legacy is a big thing for me. So it's not just with leaving the imprint for, on the world with from me, right, with teaching people to live victoriously through my books and through my coaching programs, but also
Mm-hmm.
the legacy for myself. So it's both. It's both ways. Think about it. The legacy is a big thing for me.
So Noreen, I like what you said, and and then even though you are leaving that for like your immediate family because they didn't, like who's my grandfather? I don't even remember. Why don't anyone have any history on my grandfather? I want to encourage you to take it even a step level and to the. I encourage you to level up. Because you're not the only one. There are others out there too that are in the same situation. So let's level up, Noreen. Don't keep it like just to Noreen. Take it on to the next level. That's why we're coming to this summit so we can see
Yep,
how to do what? Level up. Because
yep,
it's not just you. It's so many others that feel the same
yep,
way.
yep.
On my birthday on Sunday, I was thinking, who's gonna call me? I wish I could think of, well, I don't remember my grandparents. Only person I remember is my father, but he's gone. So I'm with you, my sister. So we want to be able to, I want you to train me on how to level up just, that particular, what you're doing now. Just, leave an imprint on, on, on your family
Mhm.
legacy. Write the journal because
Yeah,
I believe that's what I understand that you're doing. You're journaling things so people can, know who their ancestors was. Come on, Don. What about you?
I'm absolutely in the same place. You know, uh, you know, doing my different books, and I've done the anthologies, and I'm a part of numerous different anthologies where I'm putting chapters in that just to put a bit of a footprint around. But and any platform I can just to help women to understand that they can do whatever they want to do, and it's never too late. It
Right.
doesn't
right, right.
at any age. And in doing these things that I do scared, my son son is watching me, and my son is
Yeah.
37, and so he has just announced to me today, well, he's talked about it a little bit, that he thinks he wants to get into speaking and talk about,
Awesome.
as a man. And so
Need it.
I just thrilled because I feel that by doing what I've done scared, and him watching me, he
Yeah.
knows he can do it scared now too. And so I just want my son, my grandsons to know that you can do whatever you want to do if you just put in the work. And so I'm just thrilled. And so yeah, definitely, and at some point, I'm bad at the journaling. I know that I really need to. Um, and so that's something I'm trying to commit to myself to do so that I can put that into a book so that my family has all of that, you
Yeah.
know, information, because I know with my family it's the same way. I'm missing a lot, a
Right.
lot.
Right. That's why.
Wow, wonderful. That's amazing. And as you see, I bet you two didn't even know or realize that you had that in common. See, Noreen, I told you, you weren't the only one. You're
Yeah.
Because
not
that's
the only
why,
one. So it's good that you are leveling up and you're writing that in your journal tonight. That it's time for me to level this thing up since I'm going to be speaking about it on the platform anyway. It's like, who out there want to be a part of the imprinting of their life?
Mhm.
Let's level this thing up. So, how can listeners get in touch with you? We know that you're going to have all of this branded on your platform when you speak at the Level Up Virtual Summit between the days of 16 and 18 April. Just give us a brief smidget of how one can connect with you in the meantime. I'll start with Dawn.
Well, probably the easiest and quickest way to get a hold of me is through Facebook Messenger. It's like my phone's an extension of my arm. So, and it's just under my name, Dawn Leak. If you would like to email me, my email is dawn@dawnleakenterprise.com.
Wonderful. Noreen?
okay, the ways to reach me is social media too. I'm on Facebook, Noreen and Henry. Instagram is Victorious Noreen. My website is noreennhenry.com with the extra N in the middle. And my email, noreennhenry@gmail.com. So those are ways that
Wow.
you can reach me.
Yes, 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 yes. So, ladies, listen, we've been here for over, what is it, 37 minutes now? And I honestly don't see questions out there, but if you do, by all means, please let me know what they are, and we could answer them. But we do want to thank everyone for tuning in with us, and I look forward to seeing both of you doing your presentations at the virtual Level Up Virtual Summit. And I want to give both of you a chance to give our audience a takeaway or something that you're looking forward to at the Level Up conference that takes place between the days of 16 and 18 April. I'm going to start again with you, Miss Noreen.
So what I want to leave is to know that there is always hope. That's one of the things I say. There is always hope to live victoriously, and that you just have to do something different. And coming to the Level Up Summit, hearing all these speakers help you to do something different.
Wow, I love it. Dawn, are you still there?
Yes, so I'm going to say, just come on to the Level Up Summit. It is absolutely fabulous. There are so many speakers. There's not anything you won't find. If you're wanting to level up in any different area of business or even personal, there's someone talking about it. So you don't want to miss it. You do not want to miss this summit. It's going to be fire.
Yes. So again, this is Dr. Betty Speaks. I am actually the hosting the media for the Level Up Virtual Summit that's taking place April 16th through the 18th. I think I've said that at least 20 times, ladies? At
They
least.
know when it is. To know what it is.
Yes, so remember that strong peoples are not simply born, they level up by sharing their imprints that they've created throughout their life journey, not just one time, but their entire life journey. Again, my name is Dr. Betty Speaks. I thank you so much for tuning in with us this evening. So, ladies, thank you for being here. It has been a pleasure, and I
Thank,
look forward to seeing you again real soon.
thank
Thank you.
you.